Hello, welcome on board. It's the very first edition of Spring Trends right here on Western Spring Television. Here we'll talk about everything trending, just like the name says, Spring Trends. What's trending, who is trending, why they are trending, and reactions on social media. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei, welcoming you especially to this last week of the month of March. Welcome, Femi. How are you doing?
Thank you. Good morning. I'm very well. Holding on.
All right, so let's get to it, shall we? The very first story for today, Loki's celebration. The president has actually said that his birthday, 72nd birthday, that there will be no celebration whatsoever. It's going to be on a low-key. Some people think this is a very good gesture and that the president is reading the room. It will be very insensitive for the numero uno to have a big celebration at this time that Nigeria is facing a lot. Reactions on social media. Ajubal 101 says, anything to focus on solving the problems of our nation. It's a noble gesture to postpone such a memorable day for the most important thing to aim, our dear nation. Was it postponement? No, I think he scrapped the celebration. And he says we should offer prayers to God on behalf of the country. Dorsey Breezy says, as it should be. Take a look at how the country is upside down. There is nothing to celebrate. And Forbes Serial says, that's thoughtful of him. Let's see him and others caught their spending too. Femi, what do you think? I mean, this is the third time the president is doing it in a row. I think in 2022, it was, he cancelled his birthday celebration when we had that Kaduna train attack. In 2023, he cancelled his colloquium. I think there was a particular abduction. Now also, he's saying we should offer prayers to God. There will be no celebration whatsoever. What are your thoughts?
I think being a public person now, in the eye of everything, elected, the cynosure of all eyes, I think it's only normal that he does this at this time, especially knowing what is going on. The economy is not too bright, although it appears like we are making some gains, talking about the financial sector, foreign exchange and the rest of it. The naira appears to be gaining against the dollars or major foreign currencies, but we are not where we should be at all. Many persons are hungry. And the bad part is even some governments, schools, individuals, I think this one is some state government or the federal government through some agencies who are trying to even intervene in some of this matter. It has, like 3 or 4 of them have been ended in people dying because something is not just right. And it has to do with possibly those people not doing what they are supposed to do, talking about the right structure and administration, but then has to do with people surging and trooping out to those places. And it speaks to the hunger in the land, the insecurity, people being abducted here and there, school children. Good to know that, some of them have been brought back. So if the president will go ahead and organize, or some people, he doesn't even have to organize. It's kind of caliber. People can organize for him and have him attend or throw one surprise birthday party that will be loud. Yeah. People will call for his head. They will say he's an insensitive president. And I think it's only normal that does this. These are some of the, the downside of being a leader, the downside of you being the cynosure of all eyes, just like what I talked about. So it's only the normal thing to do. It's I'm not sure this is a thing that has to do with giving him the credit or giving him the kudos. It's just the right thing to do. Adibi is just the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is not in power. Then you could have, chosen to do whatever I wanted to do. That's just the matter. Even there was a time that he was in power, 2022, I remember. Yes. In fact, the event hall was packed and full. With
dignitaries already.
And then I think something happened on the eve or that morning. I think it was a strange attack. And he came into that place and apologized to everybody to please go home. It speaks to him possibly listening, But if it transcends to being, we having a better Nigeria, is what we wait to see what's the right thing for him to do. And he has done it. And that's the way it should be.
That's the way
as a leader.
Yeah, I remember the Senate President Godswill Akpabio last year when he had his birthday, 6 years, I think. Yeah. It was a full packed stadium.
Yeah.
And
it was pomp and pageantry.
People were wondering, the number 3 man, yes, we know that, you know, it's your big day. Yeah. Nigerians do not have a say on how you celebrate your big day, but you are a leader, you are in the public office, and a lot of things happened within that period that, you know, his birthday came up, and people said, no, this is not the way to go as a leader.
But then the kind of pressure on Akpabio's head is not exactly the same as that of the president. You can't even equate it. These are the
All right, we'll move to our next story this morning. And this next story, the laser focus is on Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, as a group has called on the federal government to arrest this Islamic scholar, Ahmed Gumi, within 7 days. Reactions on social media, Okaria Uke says Gumi would not be arrested because people from his region, background, and connections cannot be arrested, and you guys cannot do anything to stop giving ultimatums. If you want an arrest, they will arrest Nnamdi Kanu again, and that is the region that people could be arrested at any time. All right, so this is strictly Okaria Uke's reaction on X, but then this is also speaking to the division, the ethnic and tribal division in the country. Ivory on X says it's only Nigeria, a particular citizen will be so powerful that he will know the whereabouts of bandits, kidnappers, and killers, and want to mediate with the government on how to give them ransom for the crime they committed. Highest paying business is criminality in Nigeria. And Obiora O2 says, I do not know why haven't the government arrested, why the government has not arrested this man. It is quite obvious that he is all right. I wouldn't want to take that. But Femi, let me take your thoughts very quickly on this matter.
Yeah, I think I said it on this particular program last week, or a different forum, that even if not arrested, he should have been invited already for years, because it appears he knows much about what is happening. He has spoken for some of these criminals before. He said he has taken it upon himself to go listen to the agitation. He has done it. He has it on record so many times. Sometimes even the newsmen have gone with him. Some security personnel will still follow him. So they den of these people. So he knows some of them. He knows things that could be helpful. So he should have been invited, even if not arrested. But some of the things he has said in the past, has even said some persons, made some persons very upset, because at times it sounds like an apologist of this criminality. Like, okay, those people have reasons why they are doing what they are doing. You mean they have reasons why they should molest and harass people's wives, cut open pregnant women, behead them, mutilate them, abduct them, and whenever the heat is more on them, it usually comes out to say the people, the government should not go the kinetic way. You should not go all force. Just speak to them, let them understand, give them hospitals, put their children in school. What kind of person is that? Now, the question that I think somebody asked, and which we've asked from his desk, is what is it that Sheikh Gumi has on the government that he appears untouchable? Me, even if I will not say he should be arrested, he should be invited. He has a lot to do. He has a lot to tell, to help the Nigerian. The last time I checked, he's still a Nigerian. And I'm not sure, because he is a cleric, he will be happy that human lives are being taken. The faith that he's professing, I'm not sure, gives him, that leisure to be happy when human beings are being hurt, when they are being abducted or put through trauma. So he should have been, brought in by the investigators, that the police or the DSS or the DIA.
Now, this
or
call
the
for his arrest within 7 days. Do you think this will actually
I don't know about ultimatum, that's the place of the security. But I think the ground is wet enough for Sheikh Gumi to be brought in to help what is going on. And if he has something untoward in his cabinet, he should be questioned. If you can arrest a sheikh, Tukomamu, and you laid something as an allegation on his heels, if he has something to tell the Nigerian state, I am not bigger, you are not bigger, humanly speaking. Even the president, CNC, Tinubu, is not bigger than the Nigerian state. Nobody should be above the law. That's the way it should be.
Okay, we move to our next story for today. Good news to the Nigerian students. SANU, that's the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, and NASU, the Non-Academic Staff Union, of universities have called off their warning strike, and they have resumed back today. The schools are open. These professionals are back into the schools, the learning environment. Let's just take reactions on social media, and we move over to Femi here in the studios. Head boy, it's amazing that the first reaction I'm taking today is coming from the head boy of a school, but then not head boy of a school, but then we're talking education here, by the way. So what's the use of the strike? That's the big question. And in the mind of Ed Boy this morning, Abeyo says, just tell Nigeria you people want to rest. No effect of your strike. Yeah. And Oluwadebe1 says, how long will this continue? That is why schooling became harder. You know, people are asking, what's the importance, what's the purpose of this strike, this warning strike? I mean, it's not like the government already ceded to your complaints or to your concerns. So why was the strike on, you know, before? Why put off?
I think it's a warning strike. Sanu and also said it. It's a warning strike, and warning strike means the government should be aware of our agitation. We were done too for this particular period of time. You know, they put a number of days. That means it's a time, is a leeway for the government to call them to the round table and say what is going on. You know, so the people and the government should have a feel of what is to come. If actually those demands and agitations are not being sorted, then that's the purpose of it. They said it. Yeah. You know, it wasn't something he did. This is what you will see in the next, what we see in the next 5-7 days is what will continue to happen perpetually if these demands are not sorted.
And may we remind Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that when he was campaigning for this office, when he brought his CV and his resume to us, he said 4 years will be 4 years.
I, Femi Ojo, particularly watched that campaign live in which he said you will not spend extra days.
Exactly. 4
years will be 4 years. That was how he said
So we are reminding the CNC to make good of his promise to the Nigerian students and seize all this strike, whether warning, whether cautioning, whether indefinite strike, whatever it is, the name that is given to this strike. Just let us allow our students to go to school, learn and graduate as and when due. That's what we ask for, and I don't think it's too much. But then we keep our fingers crossed, and we hope we do not have to see a repeat of this, you know, again. And we move to our next and final story for today. You know, it's a sad one for Nollywood again, as a veteran actor, Amechi Munago, leaves the earth. You know, he has been battling kidney disease for a while now, and about a week ago, he came on social media, made a video calling for help, soliciting funds from well-meaning Nigerians to go for treatment outside of the country, but today he is no more. And if you know, this man is not just one that we can forget in a hurry. He played the popular father character of the Aki and Popo back then in the days, and today we are using, you know, the verb was for this man. Let's take reaction. Nigerian stories. Nollywood legend Amechi Munago is dead. Rest in peace, sir. Oliver Kai says, Nollywood has lost a great and reliable actor. Rest in peace, Amechi Munago. And Mayor Eze says, life is temporal and death is inevitable. Rest in peace, legend. Thank you so much for the lovely memories. And Chisholm says, it is so sad how our old actors have come out to beg for funds on the internet when they fall ill. Nollywood is big enough to raise funds for their own within 24 hours. But sadly, there's no love in that industry. Rest in peace, Amechi Munago, the legend. And this word legend is not just them throwing words around, because I can also refer to this man as a legend. He is one that has given us so much memories, brought laughter to our faces. And today, you know, and it's so sad that he had to die in that manner. Just within weeks when we lost this man, Mr. Ibu, now Sisi Quadri, now is Amechi Munago. Your thoughts, Femi?
You know, it's a sad one to commiserate with the family, but you know, it's always obvious conspicuous and made the news because of who they are.
Yeah.
Many persons will say many carpenters have died in the last 1 week. Many newsmen, many Okada riders, many policemen have died, but because they are not that famous, death happens, life happens. Every day, people go, we only hope for, and we are praying for long life with good health. But dying at 61 or 62, thereabout, Amici Monaga, it was really. It's difficult to use these description words, was and is sometimes when these people died. He has been sick for some time, you know, he sought for help. Some persons rallied around him, and it is what it is. That's the end of every man, humanly speaking, or woman as well. And to the Nollywood family, you know, when people call out the Nollywood family to say they couldn't raise money for themselves, the thing is, people, you know, the fame, I'm not sure it commensurates with the size of their pockets at times. So it's not just by the regalia, the video premiere, the big movie spending that you see that culminates in this pocket. But if there is anything we can do as a people, as a community, let's do it instead of buying expensive coffins when these people die.
Yes. That's a good place to end the conversation. Give these people their flowers when they're still alive.
And everybody around.
Do whatever it is you can to make them happy when they're still around. Rest in peace to the veteran Nollywood actor, Mechi Monaga. And like they say, till we'll see again, I mean, at the other side. And to you, our esteemed viewers, ensure to take care of yourself. It is very important that you take care of yourself, eat healthy, exercise well, drink lots of water, and mind your business. Thank you so much, Femi, for coming on board.
My pleasure.
My name is Evelyn Ohiolei. Thank you for your time. We'll make a return tomorrow. 9:30 a.m. is the time. And when we come back again, we hope to see you smiling.
8:30.
And 8:30, I beg your pardon. Thank you for that. 8:30. We hope to see you smiling and in good health. Bye.